is a disclaimer for this video. This does not have any copywritten material inside of it. Anitheiess Jackson had my first video taken down as a revenge against Rob Gauthier for having one of his videos on his fake account taken down. And I will expose that at a later time. But first I want to redo my video on this account. This is Solusa account instead of my Ashtar Command account. I'm going to be playing this video from the time. Remember, by fair usage laws in the United States of America, it claims that I do not have to give copywritten credit from people or permission from theirs if I'm using it in small parts for criticisms. That is step one. Step two is that this isn't even copywritten. It's his own videos he's slapping up there on YouTube with no legal copyright. Alright? So that's bullshit claim, and it's not gonna stand. This is a warning to Anitheiess Jackson. If you have this video removed, that'll be 2 strikes on your account. You try to take my first one down, it's getting reviewed, they will find in my favor. I promise you this. And if you got it taken down again, then there goes your whole YouTube account with all your little subscribers gone. Think about it before you touch this. Rob Gauthier had a legitimate reason to have your video on your fake account of his pulled down because you're using his book cover without his permission. I'll talk to Rob Gauthier. He don't want me using his name for any more things in my videos unless it's about his work with Trev. It's bringing a lot of heat on his work, and he's trying to help the world in another way. So from here on out, I will no longer speak about this Rob Gauthier fella. Now, back to the original video that had over 800 hits before it was pulled down, and most likely will be re-put up as soon as they go through this copyright infringement bullshit by Anitheiess Jackson. Hello everyone, it's another Ashtar Command video. I'm coming here today to explain a new fella inside of this Galactic Federation of Light. It seems with our work and efforts, we've gotten rid of the Great Giles guy. We showed everyone the holes inside of his story, and now we're trying to get holes inside of other stories. So, we believe that the Galactic Federation of Light takes a big hit. Now, remember when me and this fellow Rob Gauthier, the guy who channels the old Trev guy, that the reptilian entity that he was connected to, me and him started talking about his stuff. So we made an idea. Let's speak to Great Giles. Let's see if he will not answer some of the questions on all of the contradictions of the Galactic Federation of Light's work. We pounded this guy for a couple of months. He wouldn't do it. We put our questions out there. And within 3 months of that time, he finally gave up and quit. I don't know how much of our pressure put a part on him going out. I'm not sure. Apparently, it really doesn't matter. What matters is the collective consciousness of the world understands more and more as these Galactic Federation of liars keep telling us all these non-truths about things, and we're finding it out. They think you're stupid. These guys will come onto your YouTube channel. They'll tell you what they want to tell you. They will not let you interact with them. They will not let you send in questions, concerns, ideas, anything that they want. They won't give live interviews. They won't do nothing of the sort. Now, the channelers that I respect, this Rob Gauthier fella, him, Bashar, even though I think Bashar's a bit of an asshole, not Bashar himself, but the Daryl Anchor guy, and some of his assholeness rubs off onto Bashar. Like I've said before, I don't know if these guys are truly channeling or not. You can't tell this if you're not inside the body. But if you want to look at the Rob Gauthier with the Trev, and the Bashar with the Daryl Anchor, even the Brad Johnson guy with his Adronis, and the other fella with the lion guy that I like, all these guys come out here and they tell you the power's within you. You're the ones who make power. That's how it works. You create your own reality. They tell you this. I mean, even the greatest channelers of the world. We're talking about the very first, what they call the grandmother of metaphysics. Jane Roberts tells you with the Seth material that thought creates consciousness. This means you create your own world, you've got the power, no one else does. But these Galactic Federation of Light guys don't like to look at it this way. And I went out of my way to prove this. Rob Gauthier played a part in showing me bits of detailed information about all this stuff. And all this stuff is great. You know, we've already went out to prove it. They've talked about how they will control things. They will take care of the bad guys. They will give us free energy. They'll arrest the cabal. And most of this is promised before the 21st. They're talking about the 21st now that it's past and gone. These guys are telling you, oh, well, the ones who are the most fit for a soul of love and non-fear have already ascended. What the fuck is this got to do with anything? It's bullshit. Now we've got these guys putting out their videos, talking stupid shit to everyone, and the most abundant guy that I like to play with was Greg Giles. Well, he's gone. Mike Quincy won't talk to me. Neither was Sheldon Neidl. These guys are just prickers. And it's funny because after I put the video out about Greg Giles, people started talking about the whole Greg Giles is not even a real part of the Galactic Federation of Light. Sheldon Neidl, Mike Quincy, all these guys. Well, fuck off. Sheldon Neidl's the one who told everyone that what Greg Giles was saying was true. And what this grinner was saying was true with the whole incident with the scenario2012.com. I'm having trouble reminding his name because I'm so upset now. But this dickhead that promises 300 on the ship and then they don't get it going, this guy's still working for him. Still producing lies out on the thing. But this is not what we're here to talk about today. Today, I want to talk about another channeler who has stepped up and put the big boy pants on. Now that Greg Giles is gone, this guy, his name is Centaurian Anitheiess Jackson. He's, what do they call it in America? African American fella. Alright, this guy's a little bit of a black guy. That don't bother me. I don't care about the colour of the guy. But he's a black guy. He puts on his videos. He's got hundreds of them. He's even got his own face on this. And this guy's a real special kind of an asshole. And this is what I want to talk to you about. Him, he offered Rob Gauthier at the time where we were placing out information, placing out requests to every Galactic Federation of Light channeler. We said, do this session. We put out the questions on the videos. I'll put links there on this one. That we were showing all the contradictions with the Galactic Federation of Lies. And this guy says, I'll do it, I'm part of the Galactic Federation of Light. And it's like, no you're not, you dick. We've never even seen one of your fucking videos. So what the fuck are you talking about? You're not no Galactic Federation of Liars. I haven't even seen your name attached to anything except for what you make up in your own mind. But either way, he sent a message to Rob Gauthier on Facebook after Rob says, who wants to talk to everyone about this whole situation? And this dickhead brings out his stuff. Now, the reason I'm so upset at this guy, you'll find out soon, so bear with me here. I'm going to read you a few little notes between him and Rob Gauthier. This guy goes, your mission is coming to a completion. And I've got still shot pictures of this that Rob Gauthier sent to me. So this isn't no bullshit. This isn't no fairyland. It's got dates and still shots of the Facebook to prove it. So, let's continue. Centaurian Anitheiess Jackson says to Rob Gauthier, this is your mission. It's coming to a completion in a matter of months. Can you accept your mission? Can you release your fear? And Rob says, I'm aware. I will send you this. And you may tell me your thoughts, alright? And he goes, we are not here to be lost in thought. We are here to tell you about why you are here. And Rob sends him a link of some sort, not sure, I haven't included and looked into this link yet. But it goes, can you say that the world's long confused and they're more analysing? He sends him another link. He goes, do you know what your work with shoes? Do you know why you work with shoes? And this is Centaurian Anitheiess Jackson asking Rob why he works with tennis shoes. The kind that you put upon your feet. The kind that you place on your fucking feet and walk around a bit. And he goes, work with shoes? No, I don't know this. Why is it? He goes, yes, we are aware that you work at Foot Locker. Foot Locker is a business in America that sells shoes to people, okay? It's all around the world, but it's popular in America. Do you see we mean business with you now? And Rob's question mark 1,000,000 times. No, I don't. What does this mean? Alright? So, he answers, it means that you're here to share your energy, and your feet is the place that's absorbing the energy from the earth. And Rob Galter goes, oh, sorry. Probably a bit of sarcasm in a way. He goes, this is why you feel connected to who you are from within. And Rob Galter says, alright, apparently, this, Rob's like, I've had enough of this. This is craziness. So he says to him, I can't speak to you no longer. I work with helping people. Never at a Foot Locker. Nice try, but maybe you got the wrong person. And then this dickhead says, are you here to lie to us more? And Rob Galter goes laughing out loud. And then Centaurian says to him, no, we're finally aware where you work. You're here to test us with your ego. Are you ready to be serious with your life now? And Rob replies, I've helped many people with this channeling. He has. And he goes, by helping them find their higher self. No need for archangels to do this. Well, Mr. Centaurian doesn't like this a bit. He doesn't like this one bit. Alright, give me a second as this little photo changes. He goes, okay, he goes, means you're here. Okay, here we go. So he goes, why do you feel that you're experiencing great emotion now? Who are you? He laughs at me and goes, laughter is all I feel. I am stable. He goes, how can you help another when you're searching in yourself for the world? Can't you see that you're here to do? Not against you. We're here to help you. Thank you for your feelings. He goes, if you are not, why lie? Why make fake jobs and family names up? I want to trust all, but you must prove to me that your vibration's so far. Actually, this was a bit of a slide up here. We missed one of them. Okay. Right. Either way, we'll go through it. So this guy's talking back and forth with Rob, and now he comes up here. First he tells him he worked at Foot Locker. He's never worked at Foot Locker in his life. Okay, I don't know the guy personally, but I don't think he has a need to lie. But here's where we know that Mr. Centaurian Anitheiess Jackson is lying. He goes, are you aware that your higher self's pretending like you are not? And he goes, what is my middle name? Rob does, because he wants to keep testing him. He goes, Joseph. Jesus, it's not Joseph at all. I've seen his name before, it's not Joseph. He goes, I channeled this entity that is fairly low, question mark. And he goes, are you here to be patient with yourself? Okay, alright, let me get to the part with the daughters. Because this part is like fucking hilariously horrible. Alright. Okay, he goes, do you know why you take your daughters to the park on the weekends? And Rob says, what the hell, LOL? Like laughing out loud. Do you want to be lost? He said, I don't have any daughters, LOL. And this is true. Anyone who's ever followed any of this guy's channelings, he talks about his family all the time. He's got one wife, and he's got one little child. And this little child's got some kind of physical problem. He speaks about it a lot because he wants to show people that even if you're different, it's okay. I mean, this guy speaks publicly about what his family is, and this guy's telling him he's got daughters and he took them to the park on the weekend. This guy is fucking crazy, alright? Now, this is what I want to talk about. All these guys out here pushing out these videos to you by the thousands. I've looked at this guy's video, he's got several thousand hits in just a couple of months. You people who are the Galactic Federation of Light followers are sucking on to this like it's real. It's not. This guy's a phony. At least with Great Gauze, I could say maybe he's hooked up to a negative energy or a negative entity of sorts, and he's being mind perverted and trying to tell lies. And this is why he dropped off, because he realized. But this guy's a liar. This guy's got his face on almost probably 1 out of every 7 videos. He's got his face on there. Now, first of all, and I don't mean this in a bad way, but if this guy thinks he's an archangel, he says that I'm an archangel, okay? Maybe he is crazy, I'm not sure. But I'll tell you what, if he was an archangel, he wouldn't be so fat. This fat little fucker's got his belly hanging out on the fucking picture on his pages. I mean, come on. If you're an archangel, you're not fat. And I guess I can't use this argument too much. The Rob fella that does the trap channeling, people say that about him a lot. He says that bugs him. If you're so enlightened, if you channel, why you're a bigger guy. So I guess I can't say that, but this guy thinks he's an archangel. Rob knows he's a human. I'll talk to him. He said, I'm faulted, I'm a human. I make mistakes, I have problems. This guy thinks he's fucking floating on a cloud with the rest of the galactic guys. I don't know if he's a robot, a clone, crazy guy, I don't know. But I do know that he's selling you all bullshit, and you're buying it by the dozens. If you don't like to be made to look stupid, if you don't like to be made an ass out of, quit listening to this guy. Now, this guy puts out a video, and I'm going to find it just for you right now so I can find the name out of it, because I think it's essential for you all to see this. It's called Archangel Michael Talks About Ascension Part 9. The number 9, after 8 before 10. This is the name of the video. I'm going to play this little clip too, because you've got to see this. It's hilarious. This guy puts his face on with his chubby little face, and he starts talking crazy about this. He goes, I can think, something to the effect of this. He goes, many people think from their mind. They think that if I can think harmony, if I can think love, if I can think peace, they will achieve it. No, that's not how it works. That's out of his mouth. Isn't that the way we've been taught that it works? That if you think in your mind, if you try to achieve that thought process, retraining your mindset to being within harmony, being within love, being within peace, that you will achieve it? Doesn't thought create consciousness? Doesn't thought and soul the basic ground of all physical reality? And I wanted to tell you that specific clip because that's the contradictions. I'm going to put that on right after I'm done talking. Either way, this is the idea for all you truth seekers who wish to understand if channeling is real or not. It doesn't matter. What matters is the information that comes out. The Galactic Federation of Light wants to make you powerless. In any way that they can, they will take away your own power to live. This Rob, this Daryl Anchor, what do you call that guy? Brad Johnson, and the other fellow with the cats, I can't remember his name, I'm never good at this stuff. But all these guys will tell you that your power's within your own self. Now, whether they are fake, whether they are real, I don't want to debate this with anybody. I think a couple of them are real, I think a couple of them ain't so real. I think a couple of them got big heads. It doesn't matter. What I believe is not the problem. It's for you all to make your own decision to seek the truth by any means And this is one more last thing I'm going to say before I'm done. This guy sends a message to this Rob guy, and I'm going to read this right before I leave because I think it's a brilliant point to end this whole thing over. This is him. His name of the channel is View of This Moment, and he's got a big lay on his head and his big fat belly hanging out. He goes, apparently he wrote, hey, we want this session. You promised it to us back when you didn't make videos, now you do. What's up, you got to make right on your stuff? He goes, no. Clearly, we are of the angelic realms, of the Galactic Federation of Light has disclosed to you that you are here to realize the truth, why we have chosen you to come here in this dimension, why we have chosen you to come in this dimension. They're already taking your power away. Continuing. Does it make sense to talk in a harmful way about your family from the stars? Similarly, it is important that you realize you have not ascended in this lifetime. He's telling Rob that he hasn't ascended. Well, the understanding I got of ascension is this guy physically could not be on his keyboard typing to Rob if he hadn't ascended or if he did ascend. So apparently he's still here too, right? Similarly, it's important to realize that you have not ascended in this lifetime and will, however, be given an opportunity. As you say, ascend in a future one. But you will have to release the fear to embrace the true nature of who you are within. To release the fear. This is something that I've been told by great guys and older guys. You're fearful, this is why you question us. No, we question you because we have no fear. We question you because we must seek the truth. The truth is what sets you free. The release of fear can only be had by the truth. Once you find this truth, you release the fear. It's a well-known understanding. But these guys can't get it. Hopefully you do. Look for your own truth. You tell me if these Galactic Federation of Light guys are serving a purpose of helping take our own power away. Alright, Ashtar Command, I'm done. I know I'm going off way too long on this, but I've got to explain my heart. Bye, guys.
You create your reality that you choose for yourself. So when you create your reality that you choose for yourself. So when you create your reality that you choose for yourself. So when you create your reality that you choose for yourself. So when the thing about it is most souls are living right here, feeling I can just think love, I could just think harmony, I could just think peace, and I automatically attain it. And no, that's not the way it works. The thing about it is most souls are living right here, feeling I can just think love, I could just think harmony, I could just think peace, and I automatically attain it. And no, that's not the way it works. Similar to your leaders or any dictators that say, you know, we need to conquer the other countries because we deserve it, because we're better than other countries, because that's just who we are. Now, this is similar to the level of division and separation that goes on with that sort of focused here, feeling you can create a reality here and manage some kind of peace. So those same leaders that are saying, oh, we're better than this country, are saying we need peace, and the only way we can attain peace is through making sure that other countries are controlled or are not able to do certain things. Similar to your leaders or any dictators that say, you know, we need to conquer the other countries because we deserve it, because we're better than other countries, because that's just who we are. Now, this is similar to the level of division and separation that goes on with that sort of focused here, feeling you can create a reality here and manage some kind of peace. So those same leaders that are saying, oh, we're better than this country, are saying we need peace, and the only way we can attain peace is through making sure that other countries are controlled or are not able to do certain things, not able to have certain weapons. Now, this is part of the division, part of the separation. Now, while certain countries are saying that, those same countries are holding on to all these destructive weapons. Now, we of the angelic realms of the Galactic Federation of Light will no longer allow any country on this world to harbor any such destructive weapons.
We won't allow? We will not allow you to have these? That's what I'm talking about. This guy here has just told us that he's not going to allow, or the Galactic Federation of Light will not allow, us to harbour weapons. Sounds like someone's infringing on some free will here. Sounds like everything they teach against. We won't allow you to have weapons. It's bullshit. What the fuck is this guy talking about? He first says that you create your own reality with thought, and then he says, that the thought does not create reality if you wish to have love, if you wish to have peace. This is the contradictions I'm talking about. And why I'm after this guy specifically is that he is the worst kind of worst. This is a guy who does not channel, who does not, and I don't know if any of them channel, but this guy's blatantly lying. He wants to be on the internet. He wants to put his little face on the videos so that he could have a bit of fame. And that's the worst type of person. One who's willing to destroy the souls of people who are listening to this bullshit, buying into all this Galactic Federation of Lying bullshit, just so he could get his little face on the TV. It's ridiculous. This is the worst kind of worst. Someone who legitimately likes to help people, who does it in a way it's non-conventional, I accept this. It's acceptable to me. But when you're taking away power from people, giving them lies, and then speaking a bunch of gibberish that doesn't make any sense, what the fuck is this? This guy speaks about the world leaders and dictators saying that they gotta have war to create peace is the same as you thinking in your mind to have peace, love, and harmony and creating it. It's got nothing to do with nothing. This guy does not make sense. He's out there to put his face on the internet. This is why I change my voice in a bit of a higher pitch, because I'm not important. My name, my face, my voice is not important. What's important is the message, that you all save your souls and don't do it through this. This takes away your power. The Galactic Federation of Liars takes away your power. This is why I made this. Look at this guy flaunting his little face on the internet just so people will listen to him. It's ridiculous. And this is all the Galactic Federation of Lies are. It's 2012. Where are the spaceships coming down? They're not here. That's what's been promised. All this bullshit is secondary. Saving your own self and soul, this is what's important. Ashtar Command, out.